Good morning, children. We are discussing about respiration in organisms. With yesterday we completed nutrition in plants. We are going with respiration in organisms. How water and food are important for us. In the same way, even respiration is also important. Without water, I hope we can stay for 1 hour. Okay, without water we can stay for half a day or 1 day also we can try. Then without food we can try for 1 day. But without breathing air, can you stay for 1 day? Can you stay for 1 hour? Is it possible? It is impossible. Means without respiration, we cannot even stay for few seconds also. So in that way, not only for human beings, for plants, animals and human beings, everyone should respire. Respiration is an important process in each and every organism. So we are going to talk about that respiration in organisms now. We know that people may survive without food for several days and without water for few days. But without breathing air, we cannot be. Don't we feel suffocated if we don't get air even for a short while? It is true. Without air, we cannot survive. The process by which air goes in and out are called as breathing. That is very important. What is called as breathing? What is called as breathing? Taking in and out of air is called as taking in and out of air is called breathing. Taking in and out of air is called as breathing. In this lesson, we will study about what happens when we as well as other organisms breathe. How does this process helps in respiration? Respiration in human beings. Here, a activity was given for you. The two guys are doing something. Let us find out how long a person can hold his or her breath. So, now if I ask you, just close your nose and check how many. But you don't try that one. Okay? If you are, without noticing your small kids, if you are having any respiratory problems and if you are trying to do that one, and if something happens for you, I'll be responsible for that. So, but if your parents guidance was there or you are taking the help of them, if you are trying, just if I close my nose and check, I can be for only 20 seconds, even not for 30 seconds. Means 1 minute contains 60 seconds, even we cannot. Means the people can try, they will be for a few people who will be for 1 minute. How it will happen means they are having concentration on that respiration. Means the people who will do meditations, the people who will do yoga, at that particular people, what will happen means they will have control over the breath. They will have control over their breath, but the remaining people will not have control over their breath. Did you understand? So here the first activity what he is asking means just take a time and you just see how many seconds you can be without breathing. So I am not asking you to. When I joined in the school the first time, I explained the respiration in organisms. At that moment I asked the children to do like this. Just close your nose. But at that moment the HM of the school, he told you can't say for the children like this. That is the right point. Why he said like that means if any people are having problem, then we cannot we don't know, no? So we should not do. Next one is how many breaths in a minute. So without closing the nose, your friend will sit in front of you and you hold the time watch and keep your finger near his nose and ask him to inhale and exhale. You see how many times he will inhale and how many times he will exhale in a particular minute. Take 1 minute. Now we are not closing the nose, no? So here what we are doing, just we are asking to inhale and exhale. So at that moment just you keep the finger near his nose and ask him to inhale and exhale and find out how many times he can inhale and exhale for 1 minute. So the process of breathing in air is called inspiration. This definition is very important. The process of taking in air is called as the process of breathing in air is called inspiration. The next one is the process of breathing out air is called expiration. The process of taking in air is called inspiration, and the process of living out air is called expiration. And the number of times we breathe in and breathe out is called the respiration rate. The number of times we breathe in and breathe out in is called the respiration rate. See here, these all definitions are very, very important. Breathing means taking in and out of air is called as breathing. The next one, what is inspiration? The process of breathing in air is called as inspiration. Next what? The process of breathing out air is called as expiration. The number of times we breathe in and breathe out is called as respiration rate. These all definitions will come in exams. So very, very important. What is breathing? What is inspiration? What is expiration? And what is respiration rate? Next point is sorry, excuse me. Exercise and breathing. For suppose we are going for a jogging, we are going for a running, or we are jumping in the house. When we are doing all this, normally when we are walking normally, at that time how our breath will be very normal, inhaling and exhaling. But when we do an exercise, when we run, when we jump, at that moment how it will be? It will be, we are getting a lot of, what is this? Ayasan laga vachestund anamata. So what at that time our breath will be more times. You have to see that one. So do exercise and running affect the rate at which we breathe in and breathe out. If your opinion does the expiration rate increases or decreases after exercising. Okay, then air we breathe. One. So what will happen means we are inhaling and exhaling. When we are doing exercise, what will happen? Our breath will be more times than the normal one. When we run, at that time also means our number of inhalation and exhalation will be increased. So the air we breathe in fills our lungs that are located in our chest. Where the lungs are present? In the middle of the rib cage you can find the lungs. Okay, now what we can see means here activity 2. What he is telling means you just see that when a person asks your friend to inhale. See, normally I am like this. When I inhale, what is happening? My body expands. When I exhale, I am coming to normal position. At this moment, take a tape and measure his body temperature, his body. What will happen? When he inhales, the level of the chest will be increased. When he exhales, the level of the chest will be decreased. For suppose, when I am measuring, when I am inhaling, it is 36 means, when I am exhaling, it comes back to 34. So, when we are inhaling, it expands, and when we are exhaling, it comes to normal position. So, that is activity 3. Next one, activity 4. How much air in your breath? Okay, what we have to do for this one means, here an experiment was said. Take a bucket full of water. Listen carefully. Take a bucket full of water, and at this moment, what we are doing, we are taking one bottle. Okay, fill the bottle with the water. Insert this one. Means insert the water. Insert the bottle into the bucket of water, At that moment, what will happen? The water enters into the bottle. We must see that no air bubble is present in that particular bottle. Listen carefully. Take a bucket, fill the bucket full of water. Now take an empty bottle, 2 liters bottle, and just insert into this bucket full of water. When we are entering this bottle into the bucket of water, what will happen? Because of the pressure of the air inside the bottle, the water will not enter into that. So we have to apply more pressure on the bottle. At that moment, the air comes out and water will enter into the bottle. How we will know that air comes out and water will come into the bottle? We can see that the air pressure will be coming out and water enters into that one. At that moment, what will happen means the bottle will be filled with water. We must see that no air bubble is present. Now connect a rubber tube to this water bottle. Okay. Now the rubber tube, one is connected to the bottle, the other is in our hand. Now hold your breath. How much you can take inside, you take that much. How much you can take inside, that much you take inside, and hold this rubber tube in your hand, and one attempt. You have to leave how much you took inside, that much air you have to leave into this rubber tube. Hold this rubber tube, take air inside and leave the air into this rubber tube. What will happen means the air will enter into this water bottle, and what will happen, because of this air pressure, the water will be spilled out. Which water will be spilled out? The air, how much we send into the water bottle, that much water will be spilled out. Now 100 milliliters of water came out from the bottle means 100 milliliters of gas, means the air was entered into the bottle. If only 50 milliliters of water will spill out means 50 milliliters of water will come out. Did you understand that? 100 milliliters means 100 milliliters of gas. 50 milliliters means 50 milliliters of water. So how much water spills out, that much air we release. Now did you understand how to do the experiment? In this way, what we can do, how much air in your breath, how much air you can leave, that much you can find out. Got the point how to do the experiment? You can try in your house. Take a bucket, fill the bucket with water, and take 2 liters of water bottle. Insert this 2 liters of water bottle into the bucket full of water, and without air bubbles, the water should enter into the bottle, and connect a U tube into that bottle, and hold one rubber tube in your hand, one rubber tube to the cap, and hold your breath, and at one set you leave into the tube. At that moment you can see that the water will spill out. Got the point? This is one of your activity of fourth one. Now difference between inhaled air and exhaled air. What is the difference between inhaled? Inhaled air will be cool and exhaled air will be warm in nature. Inhaled air will be very cool. When you are exhaling the air, you can see that it will be warm. You can keep your finger near to your nose and check that one. You inhale and exhale. You can see that the inhaled air will be cool and exhaled air will be hot. Now you take a syringe and just you take out and inject. When we are taking inside the air, what is that? The syringe will move very tightly. When we are leaving out, when we are pushing out the air, from the syringe, the air will come out. But in the syringe, in the two cases, the air will be very, very cool. But when we are inhaling and exhaling, the air will be hot. The remaining lesson, I will continue tomorrow. Thank you.